Hello, my babies, and welcome back to Shadowplaytarot. Thank you so much for being here today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is a lot of content to catch up on. And if you're returning, well, my loves, I appreciate you so much. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a good day or night, whatever time it is, whenever you're watching this. And so let's get to today's reading. Today we have a little bit of a different reading. This is a topic that we haven't done on the channel. And I don't know, I just thought that maybe it would be something nice to look into. We are going to be looking into how will you be attracting your ideal partner. Now, we are going to begin these reads by checking in on you and your energy and what is it that you need in a partner. What is it about you, your energy, your personality, your lifestyle? What type of partner would best suit you? Now, this part of the reading should help you connect to whatever group you choose. If that is not, it's okay. Maybe check another group or another reading. But then after we look into that, we're going to be asking the question, how will you be attracting this person? And what is your advice for attracting your ideal partner? Like I said, it's a little bit different than what we've done, but yeah, you guys love the love readings, but we hate talking about the past. And honestly, I think we're at a time where I think we're all just really looking forward to a better future. So here's to some messages that can maybe help give you hope or maybe help you reflect on certain things in your life. Maybe there's certain patterns or things that within you you're learning to grow through and you're learning from. So whatever it is, you guys already know it is a collective reading. So use your own discernment and only take what resonates. Anytime I don't go into depth about all of the reasons that maybe the reading won't be for you, if you're triggered, if I'm describing something that you've been there, done that, not looking to repeat it, I get it. All of those things just mean that it's not your reading today. But hopefully the right person finds it and you can get something positive out of it. Okay, my loves, you guys know what to do. 3 groups to choose from. As always, we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you picked this beautiful Walter Mercado print, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be doing a topic that we haven't covered here on the channel yet. We are going to be looking into how will you attract your ideal partner. Now, I'm excited to get to the reading because we are going to be talking a lot about you today. We are going to be looking into your energy when it comes to love and what is it that you need in a partner. Now, once you decide that, yes, that sounds like you, we're going to be moving into the second part of the reading, which is asking the question, how will you be attracting this person and getting you advice on how to attract your ideal partner? All right, so with that being said, you guys already know it's a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. When we do readings like this, that we talk about you, you're the center of it, and not like how someone else feels or about someone else. It really, I feel like it allows you to connect in a different way. So it should be a lot easier to discern what feels like it's for you and what's not. Okay, with that being said, my babies, thank you so much for being here today. Let's get to it. We are using the Cottage Magic Tarot today. I'm going to try to do better about letting you guys know what decks it is. I feel like you guys ask and I missed those questions till way later. All right, let's begin. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 1s. Messages for my group 1s, please. Oh, these cards. My group number 1s, their energy when it comes to love. What can we know about my group 1s, their energy when it comes to love? What can we know about my group number 1s? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 1s, please. What's their energy when it comes to love? Oh my gosh, you guys, these cards. I really like them, but I just don't do well with these oversized ones. And I don't know why I did this to myself. For group 1 and 3, they're oversized. My hands are going to hurt tomorrow. They really do. All right. Messages for my group 1s. What's their energy in love? We have 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So you might have like a feeling, maybe like a habit of either falling for people that can't reciprocate or can't kind of meet the same energy that you're bringing, or maybe you feel like you always fall in love with someone or have a crush on someone or are interested in someone that isn't interested back. Because it's interesting that 6 of Pentacles in reverse means it's not reciprocated. Wheel of Fortune in reverse over and over, or a pattern of this throughout the seasons. Maybe this has been like a pattern throughout your life, or maybe your adulthood, or maybe you're like, now that I'm in my 30s, it's the same thing. So initially, that's what I'm getting here for this group. We have Three of Wands and Temperance. You've been patient. Maybe you're also, maybe some of you guys like moved a lot when you were like younger, or maybe you've moved recently and maybe that affected your love life. Two of Cups. Tell me why the Six of Pentacles in reverse. What's their energy in love? Ten of Wands in reverse. Why the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Why the Three of Wands? And the Tower. Tell me why the Two of Cups and the Tower. Okay, so people in your life, it doesn't feel like it's just romantic, but it does feel like there's people in your life, maybe even like best friends, that have just like, it's either like they crossed you or they did something and things came abruptly to an end. Or maybe you feel like the people you connect the strongest with, they end up being very short connections. There is this feeling here of you bring like stability, or you bring to other people. So this almost makes me think like consistency, or you're like you're someone who's like interested in others, is what I'm like. The Sun card and the Three of Wands, this makes me think like you like to travel, or you like to go places. Like this is almost giving like you like to do things that make other people happy. And there's a lot of movement here with this Three of Wands and this Eight of Wands. So maybe it's even like you're the friend that goes the long distance weddings or the destination wedding, or you go and you go visit people, or you show up for others. That's what I'm getting. Like you show up, and then it feels like there's kind of a lack of reciprocity, and then it ends up kind of hitting your confidence. It makes you at times frustrated, for sure, wanting more from others, as you deserve, wanting things to be fair or balanced. But it does feel like there's this energy here of maybe people who didn't appreciate you, or maybe there's also like a little bit of, if I do more of it, like they'll see, or I'm not getting people pleasing. I'm getting more so that it's like you find yourself in some kind of repetitive pattern with people that just don't match what you have to give. So you're really easy to talk to, is what I'm getting. You're someone who, even if you're not like, you don't like to talk too much, it feels like, even if it's like texting or, being there for others. Very nice is what I'm getting. I guess I should say pleasant. But yeah, there's this energy here of, it's hard to break out of certain cycles when it comes to your love life. And when it comes to other people, or maybe even like people falling out of your life, or I don't know, it feels like there's a surprise here when it comes to that you've had when it comes to others, whether it's romantic relationship or friendships as well. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, and Four of Pentacles. So wanting stability as well. I mean, as you should. You could also be like focused on, that could mean that you are focused on work, like on your finances or that kind of stuff. And maybe you're finding yourself in a very kind of closed off place. Maybe the only people you do talk to or connect with, maybe they're long distance. And maybe right now you're currently finding yourself in a place in your life where there aren't that many people around you. Again, maybe some of you guys moved. So you're being patient, but this has changed like the dynamic of the people around you, like the landscape. That's not for everyone, but for some of you, it is like that. And for others of you, even if you didn't move and the landscape hasn't actually moved, maybe it's like the emotional landscape around your life, and the people that used to surround you, or that you used to enjoy, or relationships that were important, or you had a strong bond. There's something here that has changed. I do love to see that there is an optimism coming through in the reading. It's not all hopeless, but it does feel like I'm getting tired of the pattern of the cycle. Okay, let's get a little bit on your ideal partner. What is their ideal partner? What can we know? Knowing a little bit about their energy and love, my group ones. What is their ideal partner? Now, keep in mind, we might be describing someone that is ideal for your life, your lifestyle, your personality. And maybe some of the things that come through aren't things that you necessarily think that you want, but maybe further down the line, you might realize like, oh, actually, I really needed this in a partner. So just putting that out there. All right. What can we know about their ideal partner? Your ideal partner is someone who's really private. This would be someone who isn't like really like out there on social media, or if they are, it's like elusive. It might be like their art or something. Because that Four of Pentacles makes me think they're very reserved. The Ace of Pentacles. This could also be someone that's very good with their money as well. This might also be like if you guys struggle to get routine or schedule or budgeting or, you know, kind of keeping tracks of things, your ideal partner might be someone that is actually a little bit more rigid than you are to maybe bring more structure into your life. It doesn't mean that they have to be, you know, that they have to be boring or anything like that. It just means like maybe this is someone, maybe a partner that is disciplined with routine or their money, their privacy. It might bring you a feeling of safety. It will also brings you like a feeling of like, I can rely on this, or yeah, it's also trust that's coming through. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Tell me more. Also, someone that keeps secrets, or that like, it's almost like I'm getting like privacy. It keeps coming through. What can we know about their ideal partner? Messages for my group ones. Knight of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Someone that makes your days better when you're tired or when you've just been through a lot. This is like how you want to be loved as well. You need someone that's romantic. This is almost like someone that meets you with a nice gesture at the end of a long day, or you've just been through so much. Look how tired they are in this Nine of Wands here. That's almost like I worked a late shift, or, you know, and then here's someone like bringing you your coffee or your tea, or like words of like sweet words. This is a lot of like romantic. Your ideal partner also buys you gifts, or, and it doesn't have to be big gifts, but this is like a thoughtful thing. Like this is someone that I think your ideal partner, it's very important to have someone that thinks of you when you guys aren't together. So what I'm seeing here is your ideal partner is someone that is very considerate. There's someone that thinks of you when you're not there. So yeah, say that you guys haven't seen each other, or you guys were to live together, and you know they know that your favorite tea is out. So in the morning you're like, oh, I wish I had my tea, and they're like, oh, I got you some. And so things like that, the more you have that, the more safe and secure you're going to feel in a connection. I am getting like feeling seen, and it's like, I'm so tired, or I'm so like, I've been through so much. And this person's like, I know, you know, so there's like a lot of sweetness behind them. Five of Cups. This could also be that your ideal partner is someone that takes accountability and knows how to apologize. Now, obviously, all of the things that we're listing, it could sound like, well, yeah, that's everyone's ideal partner. But the reason they might be coming up here is if you do have wounds surrounding these things from past experiences, it could just be highlighting like, hey, this is the type of person that would actually help you feel safe, secure, regulate your nervous system, or this is ideally what you need in a partner, is someone that can kind of give this and more, of course. So I just want to throw that out there. Okay. There's something here about I'm sorry, or feeling sadness or grief. Maybe you are someone that carries a lot of grief in your life, and you want someone to be there when you need it, or someone that understands. So if you guys are in a situation like that, obviously that's not going to be everyone, then you know, this would be someone that's very sweet and very like protective over you. I love that I keep knocking those over and I just can't leave them alone. All right, tell us more, please, my group number one's ideal partner. We have the World reversed. Tell me more. And one more. So it's interesting because I do feel like for some of you, 10 of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, there is this energy here of maybe in the past you had partners that were way too online or liking pictures or who they followed and stuff. Because there's almost like a let's reel it in. It's almost like you don't mind that they do have a social media presence or they are out in the world or they are out working. But this is someone who's very obviously not giving anyone else their attention. This is someone who is very, like when it comes to work or acquaintances or the people around them, like there is no confusing like flirtiness. There is no like triggering your insecurities. Like this is someone that doesn't, they don't even pay attention to other people. Now, the interesting thing for some of you, and this is a little funny, but maybe it'll make sense to you. I'm kind of getting that your ideal partner is someone who is not like demands a lot of attention or is like super hot. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to be attracted to them, but I am saying there's something here that's a little bit more reserved and it's more grounded and it's not like out here flirting and wanting attention, needing attention, that kind of stuff. Now, I do want to say this is not for everyone what I'm about to say, but for some of you, your next ideal partner is actually not someone that's going to be for the super long term, but someone that's going to help change your perspective on how you want to be loved or what you need. It's like this is literally like nice guy or like nice girl energy. Now, if you've already like been through it and you're like, no, this is actually exactly what I want, then then you already know. But for some of you guys might be younger and it's like this is your ideal like next partner after maybe the last experience you had. This is also someone that gets along with your friends or your pets. That's also really important. Doesn't cause disruption. Again, isn't out here trying to get all kinds of attention. All right, so that's what we got for your ideal partner. You guys will have to let me know how that sounds and how I got it on your energy. All right, well, let's get you guys some advice on how to attract this ideal partner. All right, what do my group number ones need to know? How do they attract their ideal partner? How will my group number ones attract their ideal partner? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group ones, please. How will they attract their ideal partner? What's advice for them? What's advice for my group ones on how to attract their ideal partner? We have Queen of Swords in reverse. We have Seven of Pentacles. So you're coming through as there's some adjustments that are going to be needed. Because this Queen of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, she's either saying, I ain't got time for that, or I'm not prioritizing myself. There's something here about your energy. Tell me more. And how you speak or how you communicate in relationships. And look at how beautiful this Queen of Cups is. Such a cute card. She's over here offering love, offering devotion, or offering understanding, empathy, lots of sweetness, lots of love. But we do it possibly in a self-sacrificing way, or if it's not self-sacrificing, we're not taking the time to really see, like, if we're giving love or attention or affection to people that are either reciprocating it or, that I feel like there's a little bit of like, maybe there's a little bit of people pleasing, or like I already said, self-sacrificing, but that Empress reverse is like gives, 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 but has a hard time receiving. So maybe there's also something here about you have a hard time receiving love or compliments, or maybe if someone was romantic towards you, it's almost like a little like, ooh, which, maybe you're not like that, but there is something here that wants you to be softer so that you can attract a partner like this, if this is what you want. We have Nine of Wands. So one of the challenges is connecting with people from a wounded place, which we all do at some point. But the Nine of Wands, it's like, I've been through so much that I just want to be loved, or I just want, this feels so good right now. I wanted, yeah, again, it's like, I've been through so much. I've been wounded. And so maybe because of that, sometimes we don't speak up or speak out, or say our truth, or say things how they really are, how we really feel. Maybe we don't prioritize ourselves. Why the Queen of Swords in reverse? Messages for my group ones. We have Devil. So yeah, this is a pattern addiction, or self-sabotage, this is maybe even a karmic cycle for like in this lifetime to kind of break out of. Not just in romantic relationships, maybe even like at school, or out in the work world, where it's hard to speak up, or it's hard to really say what I truly think. So this does feel like it affects you in different ways, perhaps, with that Devil. We have Justice. Tell me why the Empress reverse. Seven of Wands. So there's this energy here of you feeling like you need to prove yourself, or maybe you need to earn something. Maybe there's also like energy of you prioritizing things or people that aren't like you're doing right by them, but are they kind of doing right by you? Again, if it is like a little bit of people pleasing, or if it is that we're trying to prove ourselves. Seven of Swords. So we end up getting, literally, I just heard hoodwinked. Someone's been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, perhaps, with the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Swords. But it's almost like, babe, it was like, what is that? It's in the water, or it's like it was already like, it's like the signs may have been there. You kind of, if it is a repeating pattern, there's this need here for you to prioritize yourself, and maybe also like self-worth, or feeling worthy of love, not just giving it, not feeling like we have to earn it. So just things to think about. All right. And then there's also like a trust issue when it comes to love. Why the Nine of Wands? So also what might sometimes get you into a little bit of a repetitive cycle. Now, if you know this isn't you, then you know it's not you. But it could be that because of the wounded energy, you're continue to maybe connect with people at that level who maybe keep like reaffirming or confirming that it's like, this is what you deserve, or this is what it's always going to be like, or, this is what I've been through. It's like your love story becoming like who you are. And I don't think that's the case at all. I think that it's just certain kind of painful cycles that we need to grow through if we do want to experience different. All right. So again, there's something here. Also, like the wounded energy that we keep getting. Maybe it's also like some of you guys are a little like defensive, or, I don't know. There's something here about being a little short-sighted, and not maybe like thinking long-term, or these connections they all had maybe signs that they were going to be short-term, and maybe we thought that they were going to be around for longer. Let's see. Bottom of the deck is Six of Cups. So you also could get driven by like nostalgia. So maybe like things that you were attracted to, like, or that remind you of the past, or maybe like a past love that you had. Like there's this energy here. There's also like a little bit of naivety as well, which is beautiful. We want to keep that essence, but with it, coming from a place of more security. So just a few, like I said, a few adjustments to help you align a little bit better with someone that is going to be the nice person. They are going to be someone who's sweet to you. They are going to help you, or there is someone that's going to help you move on and move forward from things in the past that maybe didn't work out, or maybe even like kind of rewrite like some new, or reframe some new memories, or yeah, rewrite some of the old ones. All right, my group number ones. That's what I have for you today. Interesting reading. Listen. All right, let me put those back. I really like those cards. I just wish I had a magic wand and I could turn them into like this size or the regular size. I just, I don't know. Readers out there, do you guys mind? Like, are you also a little picky about the size of your cards? I mean, I'm not even picky, but those I like, but again, I have short hands. You guys will have to let me know. What's your favorite card size? We have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. We have playfulness. So this is, I feel like your ideal partner is someone that is going to make the effort. They're going to be playful with that Six of Cups. They're going to be silly. They're going to watch, your old shows that you used to like to watch, or maybe even have like, have certain interests that are similar, cartoons you used to watch, or old music, stuff like that. And that's going to be very important for you guys. Again, I feel like it's about feeling safe, and it's not about looking cool, or it's not about like, and what I mean by looking cool is because we kept getting this energy of this is someone that doesn't like attention, or they're not like crazy about it. They're not out here like, flirting or making you kind of second guess yourself. This is someone that's going to bring out your playful side, and you guys are going to be having fun, a lot of laughing, a lot of being silly. Heart-to-heart conversation, someone that you can open up to, and they keep it safe with that Four of Pentacles. Again, privacy. I tell you something and it's like to the grave. This person doesn't tell anyone about it. All right. Then we have let go of control issues. Again, someone that can help you feel safe. Maybe you don't have to feel as triggered, or your nervous system isn't as triggered, so you feel like you have to keep control of everything. On the surface, when we're not used to this kind of energy, this could even be someone that looks a little boring, or they look a little, like, oh, I don't know about this. But in reality, I feel like they're bringing something that helps you feel like you're standing on solid ground. All right. My group number ones, that's what I have for you today. You guys will have to let me know how this reading went for you. I appreciate you guys so much. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you pick this beautiful print, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we have a new topic for us here. We're going to be looking into how will you attract your ideal partner. And my group number twos, I am excited to get into these readings because we are going to be talking about you today. We're going to be looking into your energy when it comes to love, and what is it that you need in an ideal partner. And then we're going to be getting advice for you on how to attract this ideal partner. Now, keep in mind, it is a collective reading, and this reading is meant to help you. It's meant to help you. So if you don't feel like it does, it just probably means it's not for you today. And that's okay, my loves. There's 1,000 other readings, literally, that hopefully you find something that does resonate for you. With all that being said, my babies, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you guys are doing well. And thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number twos. All right, messages for my group twos, please. What is my group twos energy in love? What do we need to talk about today when it comes to my group twos energy in love? My group twos, what's their energy in love? What is it that they're going to need in an ideal partner? What's their energy in love? Thank you, Spirit. So you guys could be going through some kind of big change, or maybe there was an ending. We have the Death card. that happened and you're transforming. Maybe there was a lot of shadow work. Messages for my group number 2s. What's their energy when it comes to love? A lot of ghosts from the past coming up. 7 of Swords. It's trust issues. There was an ending that happened. Tell me more. What's my group 2's energy in love? So there was an ending that happened that either really betrayed you, or you were lied to, or maybe you feel like everyone's a liar. There's this energy with the 7 of Swords that comes through, and it came through after an ending or something big changing. So maybe there was an event in your life or something happened, and maybe it ripped an old wound open. Again, for those of you that it could be ghosts from the past, or maybe it caught you off guard and it feels like the plug was pulled with no, like, either closure, or that event led to some repetitive cycle in your love life. Now, I think you're looking good. And I think that you're smelling good. And I think that if you guys are creative people, like, you could be really harnessing that right now, or this could be showing up in your confidence in out in the world. Maybe you're working on things, or maybe your fruits of your labor are starting to show. It does feel that whatever happened here in your love life led you to either a glow up, or it led you to your spiritual growth or evolution. Tell me more, please. Why the Death card? We have Wheel of Fortune. So it's like something was meant to be. There was a big shift where after that, it kind of changed either the trajectory of your life, or you felt like it needed to happen, or it was meant to happen. Now, this could have brought up like a rejection wound, or it could have brought up trust issues that maybe have been there, or I don't know, that it's almost like I didn't see it, or I was ignoring it, and now I can't. We're going to come back to that in a second with the 4 of Cups in reverse. Tell me why the 9 of Swords in reverse. The Tower. Tell me why the World in reverse. Something could have happened like in your family, or you just found yourself in a place where you just weren't happy with the people around you, or maybe it was your life. It does feel like it's a little bit of a repetitive cycle. Maybe you've also kind of thrown in the towel on maybe thinking that love is for you, or that it's going to work out. Maybe it's not like that all the time, but that 7 of Swords tells me I'm almost not trusting this, or maybe you were lied to. So it doesn't really feel like you're dating, or it doesn't really feel like you're putting in the effort to connect or go out there. Or maybe you're also like, fuck that. I got nothing to prove to anyone. I don't need to prove myself. And you could also be feeling like if someone does want to be with me or connect with me, they're going to have to put in the effort. They're going to have to prove themselves. So you are in this energy where people now have to prove that they're either trustworthy, or they're going to, there is almost like a test. Tell me why the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune. The 3 of Wands. So you think back to this 3 of Swords. Yeah, that you think back to this pain. There was a big breakup or a big disappointment. Maybe, it probably, this feels like it happened in the past, or it's something that kind of changed. I feel like it changed how you view love, or it changed your perspective on the situation that you were in. I feel like it had a big impact on you. Why the 7 of Swords and the 4 of Cups in reverse? 5 of Cups in reverse. So this is something that like shattered an illusion, or it's like if you were Delulu for a while, it's like something happened and you saw clearly. Maybe maybe there was an event that happened that made you realize where your trust issue came from or where it started. That's not for everyone, but it feels like there's been a lot of betrayal. Huh. There could be something about the number 14. Interesting. All right, tell me about the Nine of Swords in reverse with the Tower. 10 of Pentacles. You're focused on your money, your career, your stability. Some of you guys maybe want to move or buy a house. Some of you guys are trying to work through like a personal milestone that you're trying to reach. Some of you guys could have even like been living with a past partner, and that was a big change if if you guys broke up. Why the World reversed with the 10 of Cups in reverse? 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So you feel like you've had to give up a lot. This does feel like stripping down to like the essentials or the minimum and starting over, or having to focus on long-term vision. So it's like you've had to get real serious. So I also think that that's part of the reason why maybe in your romantic love life, the group I'm reading for right now, it doesn't feel like you're putting in that much effort or time. It does feel like you're either recovering or you're trying to improve yourself or work on yourself. Staying pretty grounded, staying realistic about your love life, or yeah. Tell me why the Queen of Wands with the 7 of Wands in reverse. The Sun, you're just trying to be happy. You're trying new things. You know, if you guys are dating, it doesn't feel like you're really putting pressure on it. Some of you guys could be, but a lot of you guys are focused on the bag or focused on school or things like that. Because maybe you look around and you're like, yeah, no one here, or, definitely no one here makes me feel like they're not lying. Lots of warm energy, lots of Leo energy. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Sagittarius as well. We have the Hermit, Knight of Swords, and the Lovers. So making the choice, what's best for you, it feels like you're reflecting on that. You're not being impulsive when it comes to dating or your love life. And maybe you've even been alone for a little while with the Hermit. Alone and reflecting. All right. So let's get a couple cards on what do you need from an ideal partner. Thank you, Spirit. Messages from my group number 2s, please. What is their ideal partner? What is it that they need in a partner? Messages for my group 2s. What is it that my group 2s need in an ideal partner? What is a description of their ideal partner? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s. Their ideal partner. So you already kind of know, or it's been shown to you, things that in the past you wanted in a partner. Now they're not as much of a priority because heartbreak has made you see very clearly, Devil reversed, what you can no longer repeat. Or it showed you what happens when maybe you don't walk away, or you go back to something, or you don't disengage, but this is giving me that you already know, and you're on track with that because you've learned it through painful experiences. But the other thing I'm getting is that your ideal partner is someone like you don't mind if they have a past. Like you don't care if they did things. What you care about is that they take accountability, and they know that, and it's almost like, I'm sorry, or it's someone that has broken out of these addictions and patterns. Now, We are going to come back to that, but more so than anything, I'm picking up that you guys had to learn something the hard way or in a painful way. And so you're very much on track with what it is that you know that you need in a partner. Sometimes what we want versus what we need aren't the same things, right? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group twos. What else can we know about their ideal partner? What's my group two's ideal partner? What are they like? We have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We have 9 of Swords. Tell me why the 7 of Cups in reverse. Their ideal partner. So your ideal partner is someone that takes their time. It's not rushed and it's not impulsive. This is going to be someone that is coming. So this feels like someone that has to have a lot of understanding that you've been through a lot, or that you've been lied to or cheated on, or there was a third party situation, or maybe it was just a past breakup. But it does feel that Queen of Cups in reverse. Sometimes maybe you've self-sacrificed in relationships, and that's coming through here. This is someone that has worked through their own issues or is aware of them. There's like no denying here, no denial. And there's a lot of work and effort that's being put into it. This is also someone that puts in the effort with you. They put in the work, and it's not toxic. It's not karmic. It's not, and if you guys were like, I'm not, we all have lessons to learn. So it's like, even if in the past, like you were in a karmic cycle, it's like, now we see it for what it is. So we're not repeating it here. There's like this big energy of not repeating that here. So I do feel like your ideal partner is going to have to understand when you get really emotional, or because there is something here when it comes to when you're in love or how you view love, and there is pain behind it. And this is someone that's going to put in the work to make you see that they're not like that, or it's like the relationship is going to be opposite of that. But I do feel like you come into it, or, with that heartbreak already present. We have the Chariot. Why the 10 of Pentacles in reverse? This is also someone that's going to help you move forward, or help inspire you or motivate you to take charge. This is someone that's going to encourage you, and maybe you guys are going to encourage each other to step away from things that aren't good for us. Your ideal partner is someone that has really good work ethic, or they're very confident in moving ahead and moving forward. Slow and steady, someone that moves slowly and cautiously, and the trust is slowly built. There's that 7 of Swords. So one of the challenges is either trusting that something is going to be for the long term, or talking about it, or there's something here about that 10 of Pentacles that keeps coming up, and that 7 of Swords. All right, we have the 8 of Wands with the 9 of Swords and the Lovers reverse. I almost get like this is proving to you that they're not like your ex, or they're not like the past, which is strange to say. Because it's almost like energetically we're not picking up on like specific things that you need from a partner. There's a lot of fear here of maybe like trusting yourself. Maybe you don't trust yourself, or maybe there's a lot of pressure here that you're feeling in your love life over finding the long term. The Lovers reverse and the 8 of Wands makes me think like things moving too quick, and it's not aligned for us, or it gives us anxiety. So this is also like for you as well. Like if someone triggers your nervous system or gives you anxiety, and isn't making you feel like they're choosing you or giving you like a clear indicator, it triggers your trust issues. So that's obviously opposite of the ideal partner, but it is coming through here as like a big concern. More about their ideal partner. Let's talk about them. My group number 2's ideal partner. 4 of Cups in reverse. 4 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. So you want someone this feels like it's someone that comes to you and apologizes, but this is also someone that like, that 4 of Pentacles can be a little possessive. So maybe there is a little bit of sense of like possessiveness that you want from your partner, because maybe there's like a little bit of, well, if they're possessive, they care. I know that's weird, but it's coming through in that way with that 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so the other thing that I'm picking up is I think you're sorting through like what it is that you want and that you need. Because I feel like there's a lot of pain or there's a lot of heartbreak or disappointment surrounding your love life. So maybe right now you're like, I don't need anyone. And that's okay too. Because with time, you know, you'll kind of see things more clearly. Okay. Nothing like trying to be a love tarot reader in 2026 on YouTube. Oh man, guys. Trying to sprinkle love in here, but you know, more than half of the collective is caught up in pain, which I get it. Being alive hurts. All right, let's ask, how do you attract your ideal partner? We already know what you don't want. The concern is looking past what you don't want, you know, and focusing on what you do want. And sometimes that can feel like a challenge. All right, thank you, Spirit. What's my group number 2's advice on how to attract their ideal partner? How will my group number 2's attract their ideal partner? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 2's. How will they attract their ideal partner? What's their advice? How will they attract their ideal partner? Not too many. Let's try that again, but good. 3 of Pentacles. How will they attract their ideal partner? Death reverse. 4 of Wands reverse. How will they attract their ideal partner? Why the 3 of Pentacles? This feels like your ideal partner. You're going to find them or you're going to encounter them doing things that, I mean, it sounds stupid, but let's really think about it. Doing things that you normally do. Like this is talking to people. This is literally collaborating. This could even be dating. But this would be like several. This would be like at least like 2 or 3 people, right? Where you have options. This feels like you're giving yourself options, but there's a lot of pressure here that you're putting on yourself over something, and it feels like that's where things are kind of stuck. Tell me why the 4 of Wands in reverse, King of Swords, why the 3 of Cups, why the 9 of Cups. Interesting. It's almost like your ideal partner is someone that you meet or you connect with without knowing that you are going to date them. It's almost like they sneak up on you, because I think if you are dating, that might kind of trigger this burden, or it might kind of feel like a lot. But if that works for you, then you know that that's working for you, and eventually you're going to attract your ideal partner. But for some of you guys, there's almost like you guys could even have someone around already, or someone that, I don't know, maybe there's a cycle that we haven't closed out, or it's a burden though. And it feels like we're not letting this go, or we're still kind of carrying like the heaviness. This feels like this is a person that doesn't really, they move slow, but it's like almost like really unsuspecting. So you guys, like your ideal partner might even like start as a friend. I definitely think so, or a collaborator, or an acquaintance, or someone that you went to school with or used to work with. It doesn't mean you guys dated or you guys even knew each other, but it's almost like we were in a similar kind of place. You guys are going to better your chances at meeting your ideal partner by going like places with people. So say that you guys do have interest and you guys are going to, there's an event or something and they're like, hey, want to come? It's like there's almost something about saying yes and moving towards it. Page of Swords, talking, texting, dating. Tell me why the Death reverse with the 10 of Wands. 8 of Cups, the Hierophant. So there's a lot of pressure here on either walking away or detaching from things or from something and moving towards a committed relationship, or wanting something very traditional, which is good, if that's what you want. But there's something here that they're saying, okay, then you're going to have to kind of do something about that, or you're going to have to kind of detach from something in order to move towards something new, or in order to give something a try. Because you're almost the type that you'll be hanging out with someone and be friends with them and talk to them, and then you're like, I don't know if they're into me, or I don't know if, maybe it's even like situationship or something like that, where it's like, you don't want that. King of Pentacles, High Priestess. This is someone who your guys' ideal partner could even like work for themselves, have their own business, or have this quality about them that where they're a provider. This feels like this is someone that offers you a feeling of safety and security, and maybe it is someone that's more traditional. Or you want like a traditional like relationship, meaning, no, it's not going to start off sexual, or, we're going to date, or we're going to be friends and we're going to date, then we're going to be officially together. It's like, that's what I mean by more traditional, where it's like now it's just kind of all over the place. And, 80% of people that are in relationships, one person might think they're in a relationship and the other one doesn't think that they are. It's like things like that, So that's what I meant by traditional. All right, why the 3 of Cups and the Chariot reverse. And by the way, that percentage is not for the world, maybe just for my collective. Staying optimistic. So about things moving forward. So I do think, this is just a reminder, you guys, that if you do want to try to find your ideal person, there's going to be a point where you actually do have to date, or you actually do have to kind of be open, or, kind of figure out what is it that you want. And I know that sounds, like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I don't think that finding your ideal partner is necessarily the biggest issue. I think that past, or the trust issue, or whatever was coming up for you, it feels like that's the bigger theme here in your reading. All right, because it feels like you're either avoiding something, what you truly want, or your wishes are in one place, but we're not actually trying to do that, or we're not actually, we might be kind of avoiding it. So it's just when you're ready. All right, tell me why the Page of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the 3 of Swords. 2 of Cups in reverse and the Page of Wands. Like maybe right now all you need is like a little flirt, like that you text or DM, maybe that's what's going to do you good while you grow through this. Because I'm kind of seeing someone that says like a relationship means heartbreak, so I'm just avoiding it. All right, be careful about situationships. There's a lot when we ask about your ideal partner. I don't like the cards that we get at the end there, because that feels like nothing is growing. Okay, let's be done with that, my group 2s, and let's get you guys some oracle cards before we close out your reading. How do my group 2s attract their ideal partner? I would say healing. I wish there was a magic wand. I told you guys. All right, messages for my group too. So how do they attract their ideal partner? We have very soon. Okay, well, yeah, bitch, but you're going to say no, probably, which I understand. Just what if that was your ideal partner? What if, like, oh, there they go. You wouldn't know the difference, but decide what you want, okay? You want it or not. It's okay if you don't, just keep it moving. But if you do, then we're here for you. Deception. So you could be wearing a false mask. You could be pretending you don't want something and you actually do, or maybe someone else is doing it. Maybe you have a type. Maybe there's some star-crossed lovers shit that you kind of always fall for, which is maybe a person that I shouldn't have a crush on, or it's taboo, or maybe I'm not upfront about my feelings because I don't trust it. It's the rejection wound, like whatever it is. Maybe there's something here coming up with lies and deceit. That lies and deceit. All right. We have heart-to-heart conversations, someone that you can just have moments of vulnerability with where you guys connect in that way. But it's going to be hard with the trust issue, which I get. All right. Then we have honeymoon. So you guys could be finding yourselves in a secluded space with someone where maybe there are some vulnerable conversations that come up and it leaves you kind of wondering. Then we have worth waiting for. So you could also be receiving a sign soon that you're on the right path. Like I said, that Seven of Cups in reverse is about seeing through the illusion of things. I think right now you're in a transformative time. My group number 2s. Okay. That's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. Or if anything, I hope it resonates and is somewhat helpful. I appreciate you guys being here so much. Please take care of yourselves and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 3s. If you picked this beautiful print, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be looking into how will you attract your ideal partner. My group 3s, this is the first time we're doing this reading on the channel. So you guys will have to let me know if you like it. But I'm excited because we're going to be talking a lot about you today. We are going to be looking into your energy when it comes to love and what is it that you need in an ideal partner. And then we're going to be asking for advice on how will you be attracting this ideal partner. All right, you guys already know what's up. It's a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't worry if I describe something that doesn't sound like you, then you know it's not for you. And that's the beauty of readings that are more centered on your energy. We don't have to guess if it is the other person or not, you know? So let's tap in, my loves. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 3s. All right, messages for my group 3s. What is my group 3's energy in love? What is my group 3's energy in love? What can we know? What can you tell us? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 3s. How will they know this is their reading? Messages for my group 3s. Their energy and love. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 3s. How will they know this is their reading? How will they know this is their reading? What's their energy and love? We have the Sun. You're happy. I love it. You're optimistic. You're having a good time. Ace of Wands reverse. 7 of Cups. So you guys could just be right now in an energy of just being very playful. This would be fantasy. This would be, I'm not actually getting the wand, but I'm thinking about it, or I'm fantasizing about it, or I have enough little things, enough options that kind of keep me busy. All right. We have the 2 of Cups in reverse. So optimistic and happy, but not in a relationship or not around anyone. Lots of options. Now, if there is someone in your life, this would be someone that you guys are not currently together. There was a false start, or something like that. And now maybe you play out a lot of scenarios in your mind. Tell us more. What's their energy and love? This is giving like I'm happier reading my fantasy novels or listening to my podcast or watching my shows or my tarot. It's almost like that's better than with the reality of the situation. All right. We have the King of Cups. Tell me why the Sun card. Messages for my group 3s. What's their energy and love? Why the Sun card? We have High Priestess reverse. Why the Ace of Wands in reverse? Ace of Pentacles reverse. Why the Seven of Cups? Seven of Swords in reverse. Why the Two of Cups in reverse? Nine of Swords reverse. So it doesn't feel like right now you're in a connection or situationship or relationship that is either stressing you out, or maybe you kind of feel free of them right now. Again, maybe it's funner to kind of fantasize about them or just kind of think about them. It does feel like emotionally this group is either feeling very like grown or stable or like mature when it comes to emotions. It doesn't feel like this group is coming from a place of like feeling distraught or wanting love so bad that it's, it's causing problems. Now, for some of you guys, if you are dealing with someone, I would have to say this situation hasn't really gone anywhere. Maybe it's been a while. And maybe you feel like they're giving you mixed signals, but this is not someone that you're with. And this would not be someone that is causing you like to lose sleep at night. So there is something very liberating about this. Tell us more. What's my group number 3's energy in love? Why the Sun and the High Priestess reverse? We have King of Pentacles. You could be focused on your money, your work, your stability. Things could be going really well there. Why the Ace of Wands in reverse with the King of Pentacles? The Fool. You guys could have recently met a new person, or when you meet new people, it doesn't feel like maybe it's hard to make plans or actually get together. Why the Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords in reverse? Two of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me why the Two of Cups in reverse with the Nine of Swords. Knight of Swords. Knight of Wands reverse, Death card, and Four of Wands reverse. Some of you guys could be like moving, or maybe you're kind of dating someone, but it's not like official, or it doesn't feel like it's anything. It would be like a once in a while thing, or maybe it just like happened once and then it kind of didn't go anywhere. And you're like, that was fine. Or maybe you still kind of think about it, but like I said, it doesn't feel like you're kind of feeling stuck on it. All right. So like I said, some newness, but not much coming from it. Lots of feeling good, happy, or secure when it comes to our stability, our job, our money. Love, it's a little different. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. I think that's it. Let's ask, what is your ideal partner? If that sounds like you. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 3s, please. What's my group 3's ideal partner? What can we know about their ideal partner? Messages for my group 3s. What can we know? What do my group 3s need in a partner, in their ideal partner? What is it that my group 3s need? Thank you, Spirit. What is it that they need in a partner, their ideal partner? We have Page of Cups, someone who's very sweet and thoughtful. Eight of Cups. Justice reverse. It's interesting. This is someone that like knows when to leave you alone. It's almost like if you're not feeling good, or if something happens, or you're having a day, it's like they know like how to be sweet to you, and then it's almost like, and then they know like how to step away. This is almost like giving, like checking in on you, dropping by, or just being sweet. And then it's like, okay, now I got to go. But it's not because they have to go, but this is almost like maybe you're someone that needs time to yourself, or maybe, you don't need someone that's like super clingy, or it is giving like two separate lives. And this is someone that like cheers you up and puts in the effort. Tell me more. This is someone that apologizes. Why the Page of Cups? Messages for my group 3s. What can we know about their ideal partner? What do they need in an ideal partner? We have the Death card. Why the Eight of Cups? Oops. Eight of Swords reversed. This is someone that helps you detach and get out of your head, or get out. Maybe it's even get out of the house or something. This is a feeling like out of anxiety. This is also someone that you can trust when they're not around. So if there have been past people or persons that you were like, you would get anxious or you felt like, they were lying to you, this feels like that's not that at all. This feels like it's someone that almost maybe it's like treats you how you've treated others. Because there's almost like a sense of like delicate or very sweet towards you. Maybe you haven't had like a super romantic partner in the past, or maybe you've minimized like how much you actually need that. But what I'm picking up on is this group needs someone who has a lot of emotional depth and a lot of emotional maturity. Someone who can match you in that way. This is very thoughtful. Six of Cups. And it brings out that like childlike fun or like wonder, the happiness, the joy. Maybe you guys also like share like nostalgic memories or like things from the past or have similar maybe tastes from when you were younger. Like there's something here about compatibility when it comes to that. This is also someone that the way they communicate with you, it feels like it's like, yes, communication is important, but this almost feels like the way that they message you or something that you need when it comes to like texting or checking in. So you would kind of know where you land on that. If you're someone that wants to, check in every morning or at night or stuff like that, maybe you guys disconnect during the day because of work and busy schedules. But then you check your phone and it's like there's a sweet message or I was thinking of you. Maybe when you guys meet up, it's like this is someone that could even like bring you flowers. I cut them myself, is what I'm getting from this card. Puts in the effort to talk to you and communicate with you. That's also important. Tell us more, please, my group 3's ideal partner. We have 4 swords in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Because this feels, again, it's like we may not be able to see each other all the time, or we work long days. Maybe you guys will even be with someone that lives long distance. But it's like the time that we do have, or there's routine here. And this is someone that puts in the effort to speak to you. So what this tells me is that maybe in the past you were with people that it felt like the effort was one-sided, perhaps. We have the Lovers card. Coming together, compatibility here, especially with like, maybe it's like a sense of humor or the things you enjoy, the things that make you feel nostalgic. That's really important for both of you or for your ideal partner to kind of be into similar things. 6 of Wands. Tell me more. And the 2 of Swords in reverse. I like it. This is like 2 peas in a pod energy. You guys also got a lot of pairs. So this is someone that's pretty similar to you. We have an 8 and an 8. So it doesn't mean that they have to be personality wise similar to you. But this does feel like it is someone that has a lot of common interests. Maybe you guys even like kind of dress the same or similar styles. For some of you guys, this is even someone that might look like a childhood like crush. Maybe you had like a celebrity crush or something. That's not for everyone, but that's very random with that 6 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. All right. And then last one, we have Queen of Pentacles and Empress, someone that adores you, someone that would do anything for you. For some of you guys, it's maybe even like if you guys want to be parents, it's like someone that will make you a parent with all this, the pages and the 6 of Cups here. This is someone that appreciates you as well and shows you appreciation. This is giving, like they give you attention. You guys give both each other, you guys give each other attention, but this is giving like, I deserve that too, or I need that as well. Very sweet. You need someone who is very thoughtful and very sweet. It's almost like if you had a girls' night with your friends, and then they would like drop by and bring you guys like the food or the snacks or something and like spoil you and your friends. And then they leave, and then everyone's like, I love them. And you're like, oh, I know. Me too. All right, group three's ideal person. Come through for us. All right. Us on the channel. Give us something to hope for. All right, my group threes. Let's see how you will be attracting your ideal partner. Let's get you some advice on how you can or you will be attracting this ideal partner. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group threes, please. What can we know? What can you tell us? Can we get some advice on how they will attract this ideal partner? What do my group number threes need to know about attracting their ideal partner? We have 9 of Pentacles. So that's about being single, working on yourself. That is pre-glow up energy. It starts at that 9. We have the Knight of Wands. This is also like you kind of living your best life. You being spontaneous, even if you don't have other people to hang out with. Even if it's just like you. We have the 3 of Swords because there is disappointment here. Maybe there's disappointment over how long it's been as well, since maybe you've been with someone or in a relationship. We have 7 of Pentacles. Some of you guys don't have time or make the time or prioritize. Why the 9 of Pentacles? The Empress reverse. How will they attract their ideal partner? Why the Knight of Wands? The Moon. Queen of Cups in reverse. Why the 3 of Swords? Magician reverse. So you're going to attract your partner, your ideal partner, by bringing it back home to yourself. This is giving an energy of working on yourself. Some of you guys, it's your health, your fitness, your routines, your money, maybe how you care for yourselves. This could also be like something about your home, maintaining your home. It's like all these kind of small changes that are going to make you feel better, but also like have the confidence, right? Because that Empress reverse is longing for more, or she's having a hard time taking care of herself. There could be a little bit of like overgiving, wanting to give love, but maybe not necessarily able to receive it. Maybe you've been single for so long, or you feel like you've gotten used to being single that you don't know how to maybe even be around people. There is this feeling here for you to attract your ideal partner when you harness your own energy and really get that magic going. You're going to be in a very magnetic place. Now, what that means is you're living life very authentically to you and what makes you happy. And if you're already living that way, then I would say you're on path. You're on the right track to meet someone. But this group here, I'm getting that there's either like a lack of priorities, or maybe being clear on what we want, what's important to us, how much time we have, or what we're willing to do. What do we spend time doing that we don't really is a waste of time, or we don't need to do that. Maybe you're even feeling like dating is a waste of time. So there is a healing journey for you that it feels like you're still on, or maybe you're in the middle of. I do think you're going to have spontaneous kind of things come up, whether this is people that want to date you or talk to you, or even like new friends or going places. But it feels like there is fear here over saying yes or going with it. And it does feel like your feelings towards other people, whether it's dating or like socially, there's an issue here. Why the 3 of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Cups in reverse? We have the Hermit, being alone. Maybe you've just been alone for so long, or you've been alone a lot because maybe it feels easier that way, or you're trying to regulate your nervous system. And if that's the case, then you are already in your pre-glow up. Tell me about the 3 of Swords and the Magician. Thinking back to the past or revisiting situations that didn't go anywhere, didn't change. Allowing old lovers to come back in could also be keeping you out of feeling powerful. If your money or your stability isn't where you want it to be, that could also be something that is in the way of, or that you're focused on. And that's why love isn't a priority. Because there's a lot of disappointment here over what I don't have, or what yeah, how I don't feel stable. Like it keeps coming through that Magician reverse and 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you feel like you've tried everything or you feel powerless in the situation. But there is a choice here for you to make. And that has to do, again, with prioritizing yourself, your wealth, your health, all of those things, right? Love as well. Because there's a decision here that needs to be made, or there's a decision that you could make that puts you in better alignment. And if you do entertain like short-term connections, there is like a plus to it, you know, if it makes you feel good in the moment. But there's this feeling of like either being alone or still feeling alone, or maybe it's even like loneliness coming in. So this is asking you like, well, what is it that you do want? What is important to you? What do you want to invest in? Because they're asking you to walk away from things that you've been giving to that aren't getting you the results that you want, or yeah, they're not. It's like it's a bad investment, you know, and it's not for you, and it makes you very frustrated. All right. Okay, so stop messing with people that don't bring you stability, and if you already have, then you're already on your way. Glow up, glow up, glow up. All right, my group number 3s. Let's get you guys some oracle cards before we close out your reading. Thank you, Spirit. You guys will have to let me know what you thought of that reading. All right, messages for my group 3s, please. We have past life relationships. So this to me feels like karmic energies or lessons that we're learning through or that we're growing from, that we're not trying to repeat. Pay attention to the red flags. So that 7 of Cups is, you know, it does show a lot of illusion. So be careful. Let go of control issues. One more, please. Oh, 2. Give your relationship a chance and make the effort. All right. So the right person, I think, is going to show you by putting in the effort and by wanting to give the relationship a chance. All right. I would say the biggest one here is pay attention to the red flags in past life relationship, because it could feel like a little karmic. All right. My group number 3s, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the reading, but more than anything, I hope it's helpful. You guys will have to let me know. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys.